Lima Charlie on frequency 100.1, over.
Specialist McCoy, this is Alpha. Copy. Out. Just like that.
Understood. I'll give it another shot.
Private Wade, this is Alpha. I need a radio check on frequency 100.1, over.
Alpha, this is Wade. I have Lima Charlie on frequency 100.1, over.
Private Wade, this is Alpha. Copy. Out.
Perfect. Perfect. Now you can do your radio check with me.
Oh, you're already on comms. Okay.
Yep.
Actual, this is Alpha. I'm requesting a radio check on frequency 100, over. Alpha, this is Actual. I have you Lima Charlie on frequency 100, over. Actual, this is Alpha. Copy. Out.
Excellent. Now, once Private Collins is finished, y'all can get a radio check with him. Do your rest of your pre-combat checks. Make sure you got all your everything you need to go into battle and kick ass with, and let me know so we can get this day started.
Understood. Thank you, Sergeant. Private Wade, just since we're here, are you set with vectors, radio, all your mags?
I am good to go.
You have earplugs?
Private Wade is a hot weapon on this training course here. Can you fix it?
Oh, be sure to pull your mag and vest it. Or pull your box, please.
Don't leave it on the ground there. Gonna need it eventually.
Yep, take it, put it in your backpack, vest, wherever you can store it.
Private Johnson, this is Private Collins. Radio check. Over.
Nope. Start it over. Do it right, please.
Collins, the call sign's Alpha today.
Thank you. Alpha, this is Private Collins. Radio check. Over.
Nope. Nope.
Be sure to call out the frequency when you're doing a radio check.
That's what I keep forgetting. Alpha, this is Private Collins. Radio check on frequency 100.1. Over. Private Collins, this is Alpha. I read you Lima Charlie on frequency 100.1. Over. Roger, Alpha. Out.
Nope.
Collins.
Finish that last bit up right, Private Collins.
Alpha, this is Private Collins. Roger. Out. Good copy on...
Nope.
Alpha,
nope,
this
nope.
is...
Nope, just stop it there. You were fine.
I thought I had forgotten the radio on the last part.
Nope. You initiated the radio. Correct?
Roger.
Alright. So you're going to be the one to out it. So all you would have to say is Actual, this is Private Collins, copy out. That's it. On the very last
Thank you.
part.
Nothing comes after the word out.
Collins, are you set with your vector? And I know you have your radio, but you have your vector?
Roger.
Are you good on mags, medical supplies, both of you? I don't think I checked yet.
Roger. 10 bandages, my cable ties, my earplugs, my mags.
You got earplugs as well?
Roger.
Okay, Sergeant, I think we're set.
Excellent. Alright, gentlemen, on your feet, let's get out to the classroom to y'all's left. Take the first row. We're going to do a little in-class fun first. So, follow it.
Understood. Let's fall out, gentlemen.
Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry guys, I was gone for so long. What was the reason for having battle buddies? So the reason we have battle buddies is because many such reasons, but the main priority is that you never want a person being by himself.
They had this huge fucking fence around it. This was
So if someone goes by himself and doesn't have a battle buddy with him, what will happen is that we would never know that he is down.
at this point
So
we have
without him having a battle buddy, there's no one to know. There's no one who's the first person to check on him. If you get what I mean.
a two-digit number on the side.
So there's a battle buddy with him,
That
two
will
guys
fall
always with that
for a
person.
four-digit grid
What would
reference.
happen is that
Now,
so say if I don't if I have a battle buddy, if I go down, then my battle buddy would know within a second.
read
Because
out
he's
the
always
24
sticking with me.
digits,
He's
but
always
it
checking
only
on me.
gives
If I
you
didn't have a battle buddy,
a
I'd be
1,000
down without
meters
no one knowing.
where
Second to that, onto that idea is that
to follow
I could be roaming by
that
myself,
area. So
and my battle buddy would be
we
there,
didn't have any
be my personal security. If you get what I mean.
landmarks
So if
or
an enemy
reference
gets me
points.
down, my battle buddy be right
1,000 meters
there
square is
to
pretty big
basically
fucking area
take
to
that guy
search.
down that just took me down. If you get what I mean. Hopefully I answered your question. Hopefully you're still there.
So we're gonna start at 1,000 meters. And
So yeah,
we're
this is
working to
OSUT.
10
This is
meters.
not a normal
So
squad
right
training. This is
now,
actually
the
OSUT
four-digit grid
putting
reference
on people
will give you
through
1,000 meters
the
accuracy.
training pipeline. So the first
And the
part
way
of the
you wanna
training
read
pipeline is going through the RCT, which is the
this
recruit
grid
training,
out
and that's only a 1 day long course.
the
OSUT,
grid
once
reference
they graduated
1-4,
RCT or recruit training, they immediately go to
1-6.
OSUT, and OSUT is a 4 day long course. So
You read it.
3 days is instruction.
Tracking.
Then the fourth day, they
That
go
way-
through a practical exercise where they put in everything they learned
That way.
during day 1, 2, and 3.
That will give you that grid reference. So we can get a little bit closer and tighter in on that northwest gate. So let's scroll in until you get 3 digits on top and 3 on the sides. And you can scroll in pretty far with that, because that's as far as this map will go, is a 6-digit grid reference. But I will show you in a minute how to break it down today. Alright, so right now we're looking in this grid, and the northwest gate is right here. So now we just went from a 4-digit grid reference, which is 1,000 meters square, now to a 6-digit grid reference. Now this one grid square is 100 meters square. You're going to read it just like you did the 4-digit grid reference. It's going to start with grid reference 142, 164. Left to right, bottom to top. Everybody tracking on that?
Tracker.
Excellent. Now we have the ability, let me get my fucking map tools, wherever it may be, there we go, to break this down into even more. Second, here we go. Might have to switch to global channel to see what I'm putting on there.
You've only been here for 5 minutes? Okay. I'm glad you're still here, Paul Howells. So, have you been known by Captain Howell or something? Was that used to be your name or something?
So we can take this 6-digit grid reference, and you can break it down into a tenth. You break it down in a tenth this way, your vertical line, and you can also break it down to a tenth on your horizontal line. So we already know that this grid is going to be Grid reference 142.164. Now, we're looking for this particular place, which is the Northwest Gate. Well, we can break that down into tenths to find your 4th and 8th number. So it would be starting from left to right. So it'd be grid reference 142. And you would assume there's another number here, which would be 1, and then 2, 3, and you would start this way. Since you go from bottom to top, left to right, this first number would be 1, right about here. So it would be 1421. That would be the first part of your
Okay,
grid.
you're from UK. Now I was just wondering because I'm like, oh, I was
The
part
next
of
one will be
I knew a person by the name of Captain Howell.
164. Since you're closer to the 2 than you are 1, it would be 1642. So you put it all together, 1421, 1642. And that is your 8-digit grid reference for this mark. And what you did there is broke it down so much that
Oh, sorry.
given a 8-digit grid
Oh, I'm
reference
so
for
hungry
this
now.
grid, you just now put this part that you're looking for into a 10 square meter area, which is a hell of a lot easier to look for something than 100 or 1,000. Everybody tracking?
Tracking.
Excellent. So that's how you do it. That way you can break it up into quadrants. I'm sure some of y'all know about the bucket. That might be a little off there.
Thanks for the follow,
Sorry,
Ari
y'all, but
LaFay. I'm so glad you enjoying the content right now, man. Thank you for the follow.
Keypad.
And I stream every day. I won't be streaming tomorrow though, or Thursday or Friday, because I will be getting rid of this old computer, giving me a new computer. It's gonna be able to stream for you guys better, and so you can watch better content. I'm gonna watch this content better.
Keypad.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, man.
You can do it that way. But if you want to sound a little bit
I
more
hope I say your name
tactical,
right, Ari LaFay.
you can do an 8-digit grid reference. But this is another way to do it. You can break it up into a keypad. So let's see. Get rid of all this mumbo jumbo here. And alright, Private Collins, I would like you to tell me all the different grid references for the northeast gate, which is to the northeast of what we were just looking at right here.
So right now we're going over
4, 6, and 8.
them trying to figure out how to create grid references right now. Not create, but call out grid references so they can be able to officially go through it.
8-digit.
What do you mean?
Oh, Specialist McClure, okay. Thanks for following, man. How'd you know I stream?
The map tool, it will just give you the points where to add on there. But if you want to use your map tools, you will hit Control and Windows key while you're in your map, and you will get a map tool.
Share my stream if you can too as well.
And
but yeah, thank you so much for watching, Specialist McClure.
The large or small. I go with the small.
Well, who's done my stream templates for my stream? It was simply a person who I just seeked out, a friend of a friend, and asked him to do it for me. But it cost me a lot of money. It cost like $100. But I thought it would be a good investment for there. But however, the type line, the alerts, that was done off of a different site. Oh, you just found my Twitch already.
So when
Cool.
pull 'em up,
I
you
would love
can
for you
see
to watch me more through Twitch because I'm trying to
I'm
get
having the same
affiliated.
problem.
I have 50
That's
followers. The only thing I need is just I need an average of
Does
3
it give you an
viewers each
option for
stream.
a map tool?
Looks like I'm doing good
Roger.
today though.
Oh, I see. You gotta scroll
And I'm
down
glad
to,
you guys are talking
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
way at the bottom left corner
But
of the
yeah,
map. You
a
gotta
person
scroll
who's
all the
done
way out,
my
and you'll see it
scenes,
hide down
I
at the
see.
let me
bottom left.
get a name for him.
And
Real
you can
quick.
drag it.
There it is.
Yep. I'm not going to spend much time on that, because that is something you'll learn in your squad when you do land nav.
So the person who did my scenes, his name was William. He did a lot of other people's
Alright,
stuff.
when
Not a
you're
lot of
back,
people.
you'll get
But
back to me.
he's a person who's
Private
really
Collins,
usually
Private
doesn't
Wade.
go out
You're
that much.
next.
What I mean by out is like he doesn't
Channel timed
advertise
out.
his work.
Give me
But I
the
saw his work on
6
YouTube
digit,
and that
well, the
reached
4,
him
6,
out
and
and
8
asked him,
digit
"Hey,
grid
can you do the
reference
same for
for
me?"
this south gate.
I'm looking at 1-5.
But I'm a real Star Wars fan. Soon, some of my alerts will have stuff related to Star Wars. Not well, the sounds will be related to
The
Star
4
Wars.
digit, no. It would. You're too far over. Right now, you're giving me the grid reference for this grid. Remember, you worked from the left to right, bottom to top.
Also, it needs to be the over. Okay, 1-4.
Yep.
1-6.
Right. Yep. So you're working from this line over.
So if it's not crossed that line, then you use the number before it.
Correct.
Roger that.
All right. So that's the 4 digit. Give me the 6 digit.
149, 162.
Excellent. And the 8 digit grid.
1495, 162, 8.
Yep. Close enough. It'd be
7. I was thinking
yeah.
7.
It'd be like between 7, 8, or 9 if you pull your map tools out.
So how you
Or
been,
said we
Luker?
could do
And how you been,
149,
Howells?
162, keypad 8.
Yeah. Right. So let's see. It would
Probably
be
just use the word sector instead of keypad for immersion purposes.
yeah. Right. So yeah, you were close. So it would be what's that? 1, 2. The 8. So yeah. So either way, you were right. It was an 8. All right. Good job. Good shit. Private Johnson, you need to give me the. Let's see. This radio tower or whatever the hell this is.
User joined your channel.
Sorry, Sergeant. My system had crashed on me, so I had to restart it.
That's fine.
I'll go,
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Understood. I see it, Sergeant. The 4-digit grid reference would be 1516.
Uh-huh.
The 6-digit would be 152162.
Correct.
And I'm pulling in my tool right now.
I just have a question. Why are y'all using the map tool?
Because
Sweet, yeah.
I've never
FTX
used it
should be
before,
what,
I'm just
Saturday,
kinda
right?
with it as we go, but
Hope
as best as
I
can
can get my
tell,
graphics
the
card by
8-digit
Saturday.
grid reference for that power plant
When I get
would
my
be,
PC, and I'll be filling in for whoever squad needs some help for FTX.
No.
I'm afraid I might be looking at the wrong one now that I backed myself out. Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. That's going to be 1524. 16. Oh no. Sorry, my compass was in the way. That's 1524.
No.
1624.
You were
I
right
think I'm
on the
above
last
that.
half. You were wrong on the second. First half, you were wrong. The second half, you were right. This is going to be grid reference 152 7 is
Oh,
your
okay.
way
Yeah,
over
I was
here,
reading to the wrong side of the line there.
and then your brand. So you gotta think, you're taking this
Okay.
horizontal,
I'm hoping that
excuse me, this vertical
Intel,
line,
like the Intel
and
Core
it's going
i7
over,
7700K
and it's
can
now
run
here.
Armor 3 without having a graphics
So
card.
you gotta figure
But I'm gonna try it because,
your number 7 is right about here.
I can't really deal
You
a day
start from
without playing
1,
games,
2, 3,
in my honest opinion.
and work that
But I
away.
won't be
You
streaming
start
Wednesday,
1,
Thursday, or Friday
2, 3,
until I get a graphics card.
going
Because
up.
I don't want to put so much pressure on my new CPU
Understood.
when I just
Yep.
got it.
All
I
right.
don't want it to fry on me.
I'm not gonna kill y'all too much with that.
But that should be getting here by
Alright, if y'all back out of y'all's map,
tomorrow.
y'all can
My CPU's getting here
sit down.
Thursday, which is stupid because I paid for 2 days shipping.
Use the map tools. I looked at the mid mark halfway through the box. That's 5. Countdown to where
Right.
it's at.
Well,
that map tool takes way too long to find it and move it and find. No.
Did any of you watch the first Archer
right,
stream
but
on
once you
day
go
4?
through land nav, you'll need your map tools. Especially Sequoia.
Thanks, sir. Yeah, just to kind of reiterate that, like as much as we are spoiled by having micro daggers, there are times in training where just we get dropped off in the middle of nowhere with just a map and our flashlight and our map tools, and we have to use map tools to triangulate our position using landmarks to figure out where we're going to reach an objective. So it's good to know this shit. So definitely don't go soft just because we have micro daggers and all these fancy fucking gadgets. Thank you, sir.
No problem, thank you. Yes, they have taken our micro daggers away once before, so.
I was saying, did you see the first Archer stream? Is what I'm saying.
Sorry, Sergeant, my system is just being really slow right now.
Alright.
Well, I can tell you, in the real army, they may give you a micro dagger, but it don't guarantee you it's gonna work.
Exactly.
Right, compass always works.
Gotta love those hand-me-downs.
Just as long as you know how to read a map. Well, I mean, they're fairly expensive, but, I mean, not like something you can't buy.
Last time we did land nav in our squad, we had a competition between fire teams to see who could reach the objectives first without just using land nav. And then the team that won got to use micro daggers during the assault of the town, and the other team did not. So,
okay.
It's best to know this shit because give yourself and your teammates a leg up on the competition.
I was gonna tell you about someone said repeat over the net of the radio. And first, I should just put about like 5 mortar rounds in the middle of all of them.
They said if it got dark and you still didn't find your way out, use the strobe light and they'll come get you. But that was pretty much it. And if you didn't make it out, you failed.
Right, well, this is a little bit more different. We're not going to fail you on that. That's what tomorrow's for.
Actually, I think I streamed it.
I mean, Thursday.
I think I streamed day 4.
On Sunday, you don't have time to pull out your map tool and move a firefight.
It should be on YouTube, and it should be on here on Twitch as well.
But chances are you're not getting a 8-digit grid reference either.
User disconnected from your channel.
I gotta do respect for pointing.
Oh yeah, that function's cool.
Looks like I'm going to catch him up when he gets back.
Alright. Next slide, please. Alright, so we got multiple map colors. Gray is man-made features, blue, water, brown identifies relief features, elevation. Green, it identifies vegetation that has military significance. Red is railroads, black is grid lines and or power lines. That's a biggie for aviation. That'll take a helicopter and a jet down quick. Thick orange lines are MSRs, or main supply routes. That is your paved roads with stripes. You have medium thick yellow lines, that is ASRs, or alternate supply routes. That is dirt roads, but the nicer dirt roads. Now you have the hollow lines. That is your backwoods of the backwoods dirt roads. The ones that have ruts with the middle kind of built up, and you have ruts where the tires are. Pretty straightforward. Next one, please. All right, let's go back to the maps, gentlemen. Go to find something nice with all this
User joined your channel.
painted crap on it.
Sorry about that. For some reason, my computer's acting really bad today.
All right, just try to get in ASAP.
Roger.
Yep. Look, grid reference 1016. We'll start there. You have this hilled area here. You have brown lines, followed by a red line, followed by brown lines again. That is your contour lines. That tells you how much or how steeply the land rises or falls, depending on where you look at it. This number here, 105, that is the elevation of this hilltop. This here, where it stops with no more contour lines, that is telling me that is the peak or the very top of that hilltop. So it's 105 meters above sea level. This portion is 101 above sea level. And depends on how much
yeah. First sergeant would do.
scroll
excuse me.
in.
The first sergeant would do.
Since I've
He'll make
scrolled in
sure that
pretty
these
far,
guys learn not to say the repeat
these
word.
contour levels
So yeah, I wouldn't blame him for
have
doing that.
a
Sorry for guys, I was all tabbed.
change
Had
of
to look
2
at some important
meters,
information I
these
needed to look
brown
at.
ones. So between this red contour line and this next red one will be 10 meters difference in elevation. So you can easily see that it's from here to here, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 meters lower than this valley. Everybody tracking on that?
Tracking.
Excellent. Next slide, please. All right, we're going to go over major and minor terrain features now. Thank you. All right, so we were just looking at, that is a hilltop. This is multiple hilltops. Hilltops are great for an observation post, get out quick intel on an area and or the area operation. It doesn't necessarily mean you're looking at where you're going to be at target-wise, which you're assaulting. You can use it as an observation post on where you're going to be going movement-wise towards your area operation. Use it sparingly. Don't commit much time to a hilltop. Don't fucking set a picnic. You want to get up there, do your business, look at what's around you, what you have to be, what you're faced with, and get the hell off the hilltop. The reason I say that is chances of somebody skylining is fucking greatly increased for every fucking second that you're up there. And if you get caught with your pants down by the enemy up there, all they have to do is come up 4 sides So 2 squads enemy can encircle a hilltop and have you surrounded with no exits. So I would have to say the biggest one on there is somebody skylining on a fucking hilltop. If you need to do any recon, the closer you get to the edge, the chance of them seeing you increases. So go prone, crawl on your belly, and crawl up to the edge where you can see what you need to see. Any questions on that?
No, Sergeant.
Private Wade?
No, sir.
Any questions?
Negative.
Alright. That is a hilltop. Next one is ridge. A ridge is, let's move over a little bit, gentlemen. Let's go to the southwest, west-southwest, about a click to this set of hilltops. Everybody seeing them?
Roger.
Alright. So, wrong fucking key. That is a ridgeline. All those hilltops make up a ridgeline. Now, ridgelines are good to use to move. Say, for shits and giggles, you were going to assault this town. Let me put this here. You're going to assault that town. Instead of moving on this side of the ridgeline where you can be fucking seen by everybody, and you were moving from this area here, you can use this ridgeline to move undetected towards the city while also keeping a higher ground, because you don't want to be in the lowest part traveling through that, because it's a virtual kill box. You always want to have at least some kind of high ground. So traveling high up, closest to the peak of a ridgeline, you want to travel as close as possible that you can, but not so high that you're fucking skylining on the other side of those hilltops, that ridge.
Same here,
Now,
Luke Spin. I can't wait as well.
go
What was
for
your
it.
name again, Luke Spin, on in the 506? What was your name?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Hartman? Probably not Hartman, I don't know.
Alright, just get them in the classroom for right now, and we'll deal with that.
Yeah, I'll sort them out after the class, Sergeant.
Alright, so, like I was saying, you do not want to move your guys even on the middle half of a ridgeline, like half up the slope.
Yep, knew it was Hartman.
Because if you get contact from an enemy,
Hey, what's up, Hartman? How you been?
You have obviously only one place to go, which is up. Now you have all of this space. You gotta fucking make it past before you get to this side of ridgeline and get behind Defilade. So while you're trying to fucking hop your way up, you know, fucking 20 meters, 10 meters or whatever of steep ass terrain while you're getting shot at with no cover.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing
that's
very
not
fine.
Good. So you want to travel up high, close to the ridgeline, so you can get cover from that direction.
You're tough as Bravo, right?
Travel since you're traveling. that way. And if you get engaged here, you have the option of jumping over the ridgeline, so you have defilade to keep you protected. All right, next one, please. All right, a saddle. Now this helps you out if you do come under fire from the side of the ridgeline you're traveling on. So that area there, that is your saddles, where the little squiggly line is. Where a multiple hilltops makes up a ridgeline will have multiple saddles, because where it is a high point, which is here, there will be a low point, followed by a high point, low point, high point. Like I said, if you're traveling this way, you come into contact from this way, you want to go the path of least resistance. You don't want to push your guys up over a fucking hilltop, make them climb that extra fucking 10 meters, 20 meters. You want them to push through a saddle. It gets you on the other side of fucking defilade a hell of a lot quicker, while it also gives you a bit of support.
You're on the saddle now, okay.
On the flakes.
It's moving at a good pace.
On the flakes as you push over. Now, you don't have to just use a saddle when you're getting engaged from one side. You know, if you're traveling this way or the other way and you want to get on the other side of the ridgeline, I mean, fuck, it's common sense. You might as well use a fucking saddle to get across instead of climbing the hilltop, where you have a greater chance of skylining. Everybody understand that?
Correct.
Roger.
All right.
Roger.
Next one. A valley. This is a valley pretty much where you're going to find roads will be valleys. It is the lower part of
Alright.
a terrain feature.
You guys do know you can play games while watching the stream, right?
I wish
if you
terrain feature came first.
you can interact with I think something should pop up on the screen.
Like I showed you here, you have hilltops, which make up a ridgeline.
So yeah, through the stream, something should pop up on if you just hover your mouse over the screen, you should see something pop up with my logo on it. If you click on that, you could bet your points on something like that to get extra points, which allows you to get rewards or whatever. And then you could also type
we'll get to a draw in a minute, but that
exclamation point raffle. I mean exclamation point roulette. Let me show you real quick.
Valley is only good for fast travel, i.e. convoys. I would not
think that's
personally how you want to travel.
I think that's how you spell roulette, but you can interact with
be moving
with the game, and then whether or not you get yourself killed or not. So you gambling your life
on foot in a valley.
Well, not your life, but
because valley is in
whatever you want to call it.
Part of the fucking ground.
And you could talk to the 8-ball and ask 8-ball the question.
And then you are surrounded by fucking elevated positions in a fucking when you're in a valley. So they get the high ground, you get the shitty low ground. You hope that there is cover nearby to hide behind, because it's going to be a hell of a fight, push it uphill to engage and destroy the enemy.
I guess Magic 8 Ball says, please, your ain't no, saying that your ain't no good, Mortimer.
Like I said, the only good time for a Valley to be used is in a convoy, and that is fast movement. You don't want to be making short halts and constantly stopping in a valley in a armored convoy, because they could get a lucky shot off with RPG and fuck everything up. Alright, next one. Here you go. There's your fucking draw. Like I said, you get Ridgelawn.
That's all the fun games you can do. Y'all want to play it?
The lowest part between hilltops is going to be a draw. Excuse me, a saddle. And saddles will lead into draws.
Yeah, go ahead and play 8 Ball. You can play roulette if you guys want. Play those games.
On the very outside of a draw, that is a spur. Spur is the defilade of a draw. When you're moving your guys, you don't want to be where that fucking middle arrow is. You want to push them up closer to where the two arrows are, the left and right. You want to keep them off from being in the very bottom of the draw, and keep them up so you can get a little better eyes if somebody happens to pop up over defilade and meet you in combat in a draw. Draws are good because it masks your movement going from up high to down low. And it also masks your movement when moving up from a low area to a high area. So if you wanted to cross a fucking ridgeline, you would use a draw to go up and down. And this is a huge draw here. I don't know if y'all can see, but that is a huge draw going down there. You can tell draws by their inward facing terrain features. And you can tell this one is major because of how defined that feature is. So that is a very deep draw. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Alright. I believe that is... Nope, we got more. Alright. Depression. See if I can find it again. It's pretty fucking lucky when I do find it. But the closer you're going to get to a depression here is a sunken landmass surrounded by fucking hilltops, which would be technically a depression. Let's see if I can find it. We'll use it over here. Go to grid ref. Let's see, 111-166 up in here. So if you happen to go around all these hilltops, the lowest area in here would be classified as a depression. It's a pretty shitty place to travel through. So if you had to go across a depression in any way, just make it quick, fast, and in a hurry, because it's a fucking kill spot being in here, because you have areas set up all around. All around that sunken area for the enemy to use to pretty much fucking bend you over and fuck you. So just stay out of those areas. Question and comment.
Would it be better instead of going in the middle of that depression to skirt around that hilltop, that's that 106 elevated, to skirt around the back, or would you still go through a draw? If you
Yeah, I
had to go
mean,
over
like
a
if
hill,
you had to go this way,
so you would take a hill over a depression any day.
hell yeah.
Touch that.
Yeah, that's always you want to not be in the lowest point that there is. You don't want to commit to the lowest ground.
Okay.
You know, I'm sure you heard it quoted a few times. That's the kill box. You know, that's where you go to die. Is yeah. So that's the closest you're gonna get depression on here. Next one, please. All right, cliffs. We're gonna take a little trip up here. Let's go up to grid ref. Went to a 4-digit 0522 up in this northwest area of the map. You can tell it's damn steep. All these terrain elevation is tightly packed. All these elevation markers, they're super packed. Also, it's very rocky. You got tons of these rock outcrop symbols. So from here, this is where the craziness begins. This is your ridgeline here. So something happens and you get pushed, you know, to this area. And you have fucking asshole enemies pushing down on you. You really have nowheres to go. You have your back to...
Literally against the wall.
Exactly. You're against the wall. The most you can do is some freaking lone survivor type shit and throw yourself off the fucking cliff. So don't want to find yourself there. Obviously, if you can put the back of your enemy to a fucking cliff, go for it.
And you also don't want to be engaged from someone that's on the cliff and you're below the cliff.
Yeah, that is a cliff. The only way you can get off of that is a fucking bird picking you up, and chances are the bird will get shot down. So,
alright, just realized I was gonna whisper. You don't also want to be engaged by someone that's on a cliff and you're below that cliff as well. So be aware of your surroundings as well. Tie into that.
Correct. Thank you, Sergeant. Next one. Alright. So that is all for terrain features and all that good stuff. You have any questions on what I just spoke of, gentlemen?
No, sir.
Alright. Next one is going to be your micro dagger. Pretty straightforward. Make sure everybody has one. Everybody hit the hotel key.
Sergeant, I don't have one just because my kit wasn't loading.
Yep. Private Gillen's gonna give you his.
Yeah,
just stand up and grab it from him.
Oh, we got the ground.
There you go. Alright. So if you hit the hotel key, you'll see it in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. It gives you your in-game time, which is important. It'll let you know if you need to bring NVGs with you on your mission. The bottom left, it gives you the degrees in which you are facing. It is which your body is facing. If you move your head, if you're free look, hold an Alt, and looking left and right, it does not change that. You have to turn your entire body for that to change. The next one is your 6-digit grid reference in which you are standing. And it gives you the cardinal direction in which you are facing on the bottom right, east, all the good stuff. Now, if you want to interact with it, hit Control H, and it brings it up to a bigger version. You can left click on it and drag it over. You grab